Hello everyone, welcome to Yoga with Susan. In today's class, we're going to be using a chair, but we're going to be using the chair more as a prop instead of just sitting in the chair. So let's get started today, standing nice and tall here in our Tadasana mountain pose. We'll take a couple breaths here. And then what we're going to do is, I'm just gonna move this over a little bit, have a little more space. All right, there we go. All right, we're going to use the chair to hold on to do a few things. We're going to start doing everything on one side first, and then we'll do the other side. So feel free to hold on to your chair, or you don't have to if you don't want to. But we're going to bring our leg around in a circle, rotating from our hip joint a few times, going around in a circle. And then we'll go the other way around in a circle, rotating from our hip. And again, you don't have to hold on if you don't want to, but you can have it there in case you need to. We're going to bend and straighten our knee a few times. Just a gentle little kick forward. And then rotate our ankle in a circle. And then we'll rotate back the other way. Again, moving from your hip joint, just swinging your leg back and forward a few times. And then out to the side and back in. All right, very good. We're going to pretend we have a one-sided bicycle now. Riding our one-sided bike, we're going to pick up our knee and pedal our bike. So the bike is just on this side. Maybe it's more like a scooter than a bike. All right, we're gonna go the opposite way, riding our bike backwards, picking up our knee and riding our bike backwards. All right, very good. Let's cross one foot in front of the other and have a nice big stretch over to the side. Oh yeah, nice big stretch. And then come back to the middle. The foot that's in front, we'll bring it around, put it in the back, and go the same direction. We'll do the other direction when we do the other side. All right, let's stand back up. All right, very good. We're going to come up on our toes, lifting up our arm, and then come back down. Inhaling as we come up, exhaling as we come down. And again, inhaling, rising up, exhaling back down. Let's do that one more time, coming up on our toes and back down. All right. We're going to bend our knee, open our knee to the side. So we're coming now into tree pose. I'm just going to show you this again. So here's front with our knee bent. We're using our hip to open our knee to the side. So your knee is out to the side. Your foot can stay at your ankle. Or if you're feeling more support now because you can have this chair handy, you can move it up to your calf, or maybe even move your foot up above your knee. But only do that if you can get your foot on your thigh above your knee, and if you can't, keep it below your knee because you don't want pressure on your knee. Here in tree pose, and if you want, you can lift up one arm. And then if you're feeling stable, maybe letting go of holding onto your chair and lifting up both arms here in our tree pose. All right, very nice. Let's come back to our mountain. We'll take a breath in and sigh it out. All right. So now we're going to have our thumb pointed backwards. We're going to bend our knee and see if you can grab the inside of your foot. So you're holding onto the inside arch of your foot. And if you can't reach your foot, you can just, you could have like a strap or a little towel or something to give you more length to be able to reach that, or just lift your foot up. Or you know, bend your knee so your foot is backwards if you can't actually grab onto your foot. But if you can grab onto your foot, let's see if we can lift our foot up a little bit back behind us, coming into what's called King Dancer. So we're doing the King Dancer pose, holding onto our chair here, or if you're feeling stable, you can reach forward in King Dancer. All right, and then we're gonna come back to our mountain. Let's do one more thing here on this side before we do the other side. We're going to, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Okay, we're gonna bend our knee. We're going to hold on to our knee. So we're holding on to the knee, holding onto your chair for a support. And then if you want, you don't have to do this next thing, but if you want, you can reach for your big toe and straighten your leg. That might not be for everyone, but if you want to try it, you can. And again, if you're super stable, you can let go of the other hand. All right, very good. Coming back to our mountain. We're going to do all that same stuff on the other side. And hopefully I can remember the sequence, but otherwise we'll just try to remember everything that we did on the other side. I know we started like this, going around in a circle, rotating our leg around a few times. All right, very nice, rotating from your hip. And then we'll go the opposite way around, rotating. And then we'll bend and straighten our knee. Nice little gentle kick forward a few times. And rotating our ankle in a circle. And back the other way. All right, we're going to move from our hip joint again, swinging our leg forward and back a few times. And then out to the side and back in. All right, we're going to ride that imaginary bicycle, lifting up our knee, pedaling our imaginary bicycle. All right, very good. Let's ride that bike a little bit longer. And then we ride the bike backwards, picking up our knee, pedaling backwards on our imaginary bike. All right. And then we're going to come up on our toes, lifting up our arm and back down. Inhaling as we rise up. Exhaling back down. Let's do that twice more. Coming up on our toes and back down. One more time. Rising up and back down. Let's cross one foot in front of the other. We have a nice big stretch over to the side. All right, standing back up. The foot that's in front, we're putting it in back. We're stretching over to the side again. And coming back to the middle. All right, now I'm not sure about what order we had these, but I know we did this. We turned our hand with our thumb pointed backwards, and let's reach back for the inside of our foot. Again, if you can't reach your foot or your ankle, be holding onto your ankle here, or your foot, or maybe if you can't hold your foot, just lift up behind you, your choice. Maybe you have a little extension with a strap or something. And then again, if you want to do this part, you can lift your leg up behind you, if that works for you. Oh, very nice, excellent, King Dancer. And of course, tree. We're going to bend our knee, open our knee to the side, using our hip joint to open our knee up to the side. And it's fine if you just leave your foot at your ankle. You don't have to move it up. But if you want, you can. And if you can get it above your knee, you can put it above your knee, but not on your knee. And then you can lift your arm up, maybe the other side here in tree pose. All right, very nice. And then we'll come back to our mountain. All right, we're going to bend our knee, hold on to our knee. And then if you want, you don't have to do this, but if you want, you can hold your big toe and straighten your leg. But don't do it if you're bent over. Only do it if you can still be up tall. I was a little bent over there. So if you have to bend over to do it, then skip. And then maybe lift your arm up if you want. All right, good job. We're gonna stand up nice and tall again. And I think that was everything on both sides. All right, so now we're going to do a few other things. We're going to use our chair. We're going to do triangle. Let's do it on this side first. We're going to have our feet a little ways apart. Now this foot that's next to your chair, we're going to turn that so, and again, this is a turn from your hip joint. You're not just turning your foot, you're turning your whole leg with your hip joint. And we're putting that foot underneath the chair. This other foot is facing forward. So that one's turned, this one's straight. We have our arms out like a T, palms facing forward. We're going to reach as far as we can to the side, reaching to the side. And when you've reached as far as you can to the side, not forward, but side, then put your hand down on your chair seat. The other one can come up into the air. You can look forward here, or you can look down, or if you want, you can look up. I personally don't like to look up, so you don't have to look up. If you don't want to look up, you can just look to the side. All right, triangle pose. Let's come back to the middle. Let's make a little star here. All right, we're gonna step our feet back together. Okay, we're going to do a triangle on the other side. So we'll scooch around to the other side of our chair. We've got our feet a little bit apart here on this side now. We're going to turn this one, not turning just only your foot, but turning your hip too. So your leg is facing that way, if that makes sense. I ran out of space here to make the T, but then we're coming to the side, reaching to the side, as far as you can reach to the side, and then your hand comes down on your chair seat. The other one comes up in the air for triangle pose. All right, very nice. Let's just hold that just a smidge longer. We'll stand back up and star. All right, the next things we're going to do, we're going to use the back of our chair. So I'm just going to turn mine this way just because I think maybe you can see it a little bit better. We're going to do a downward dog using our chair. So we're going to hold on to the back of the chair seat. We're going to back away from the chair until our head is between our upper arms. So we're making our downward dog sort of shape, holding on to the chair seat. Let's hold this for a little bit. You're looking down at the floor here. Holding it a little bit more. And then we'll walk back up. So we just did our downward dog. We're going to move on and do warrior 3 using the back of our chair seat. We need a little bit of space for this one, so I'm just going to move mine up a little bit. We're going to hold on to the back of the chair, walk back again like we just did on the downward dog. Our head is between our arms. We're holding the back of our chair and we're going to lift. Sorry, I need more space than that. You need a lot of space for this. Okay, sorry. All right, we're going to lift one leg up behind us and we've got the warrior 3 pose here, holding on to our chair seat. Your foot can be flexed here, thinking about bringing a lot of energy from your hands to your raised foot. All right, and a lot of energy in that standing leg as well. We're going to do the other side. Let's walk up to our chair. Let's first take a breath here. All right, and then we'll walk back again. And then whichever foot you lifted up before, lift the other one at this time. See if you can lift it up to the height of the rest of your body. Here in our assisted warrior 3 pose, you can be looking down at the earth. And then we'll step our feet back together, walk back up, and come back up to standing. All right, very good. We're going to try one more thing. Well, a couple more things. But the next thing, similar thing, we're going to do half moon using our chair. All right. But for this one, for the half moon using our chair, we're going to use the seat again instead of the back. All right, we're going to be facing our chair seat. We're going to have both hands down on our chair. We're going to lift up one leg behind us like we just did in the Warrior Three, but this time we're going to see if we can also turn and lift up our arm. So we've got one leg lifted up, one arm lifted up. Here in our, I like to call this half moon. And actually you could bring your arm straight across here, and it's not really half moon, it's more like a standing side plank. All right, very nice. Standing side plank or half moon, and coming back up to our arm. We're also going to do balancing cat. Similarly, we'll have both hands on the chair seat. We're going to lift up one leg behind us, and then we lift up the opposite arm this time. So if you have your left leg lifted up, it would be your right arm. Balancing cat pose. Let's hold this just a little bit more. And then we'll come back to standing. We'll do those things on the other side. All right. Okay, coming to the other side here. Coming into our mountain first. And then we did, let's see, we did the half moon. So we're going to put our hands on our chair seat. We're going to lift up the other leg behind us now. And then see if you can lift your arm up. Here into our half moon pose. All right, very nice. Good job. All right. I'm just saying good job because I'm imagining that everybody's doing it very nicely. Even if you're just breathing, you're doing yoga. That's what I've heard. You can bring your arm nice and straight across now here and making it more like a standing side plank. This actually is more like a standing side plank. All right, I'm going to rename that one standing side plank. Okay. All right, let's do the balancing cat. We have our hands on our chair seat. Lifting up whichever leg that was, and then the opposite arm. So we have our balancing cat here, and again thinking about sending energy from your hand to your foot. See if you can make a straight line. I don't know if my straight, but trying to make a straight line. And then we're going to stand back up into our mountain. Oh, those were some fun things today doing with a chair for an assistance. All right, we're going to take a seat though now. We're kind of done with those things. Oh, all right. Let's oh wow, that was kind of fun doing all those different poses using a chair. I hope you think so too. We're going to bring our arms up on the inhale. Let's turn to the side, bringing our arms down, exhaling. Coming back to the middle on the inhale. Turning, lowering our arms on the exhale. We're going to do that again each way. Bringing our arms up, turning, lowering our arms down. Coming back up, turning and lowering. And coming back to the middle. Let's just rotate our shoulders now. Bringing our shoulders in a circle a few times. And back the other way. All right. And then let's turn our head, turning our head to the side. Back to the middle and turning our head the other way and back to the middle. Lift our shoulders up and bring our shoulders down, shaking our hands down alongside our body. We'll put one hand on our heart and the other hand on top. We're going to take a breath in as we bring our hands out. Take a breath out as we bring our hands in. Let's do this a couple more times. It's like a beating heart. Bringing our hands up and our hands in. Taking a breath in, bringing our hands out. Breath out, bringing our hands in. And once more. We'll end our class here. Thank you so much for coming. Namaste. Hope you come again to Yoga with Susan. Remember to click the like button if you like, and you can subscribe to my channel for free if you want to click the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Bye now.